Welcome back to SE Learning Station. Today, I'm going to be reading the book, The Best Gifts by Marsha, Forchuk, Skrypuch. To Mom and to my beautiful children, with thanks, Matab, Narashaman, and Sampa Barda. When Sara was born, friends and family welcomed her with joy and special gifts. Her parents opened the gifts and thanked everyone for their thoughtfulness. When all the visitors had left, Sara's father put the gifts away. Then he sat on the bed as Sara's mother opened her nightgown and drew their daughter near. Sara was wrapped in love and a light scent of sandalwood as the warmth of her mother's milk swirled in her mouth and filled her tiny stomach. She fell into a happy sleep. On Sara's 5th birthday, friends and family celebrated with joy and special gifts. Sara opened the gifts and thanked everyone for their thoughtfulness. When all the visitors had left, Sara's parents helped her put the gifts away. Then Sara's father took out a love-worn storybook that he had treasured since he was little. Sara's parents took turns reading it aloud to her. Sara was wrapped in love and comfort as the world swirled around her mind. It didn't matter so much what the story was. It was who was doing the reading. Sara fell into a happy sleep. When Sara finished school, friends and family gathered round with joy and special gifts. Sara opened the gifts and thanked everyone for their thoughtfulness. When all the visitors had left, Sara and her parents packed the gifts into her suitcase. Sara knew that she was no longer a little girl and that she was ready for her next adventure, but she was already missing home. Just before Sara left, her mother tucked a small packet of sandalwood into her suitcase. When Sara arrived at her new home, she opened her luggage and breathed in the familiar scent. Memories of her happy childhood swirled around her heart and filled her mind. Her childhood might be over, but like the scent, the memories stayed. After years on her own, Sara found her one true love. On her wedding day, friends and family gathered round with joy and special gifts. Sara and her husband opened their gifts and thanked everyone for their thoughtfulness. When all the visitors had left, Sara's parents helped the newlyweds put the gifts away, and then they gave a gift of their own. It was a photo album covered with fabric from Sara's baby blanket. Sara's parents had filled the album with photographs of Sara growing up. There were pictures of her husband too, of her new husband too, growing up with his parents. Sara's heart was filled with love and warmth. Sara kissed each parent on the cheek, then took her husband's hand, thankful for what she had. Years later, Sara and her husband had a baby of their own. Friends and family gathered with joy and special gifts for baby Sam. Sara and her husband opened the gifts and thanked everyone for their thoughtfulness. One by one, the visitors left. The last to leave were Sara's parents, who gave to her the love-worn storybook. She knew how much they treasured it, and they knew how much Sam would love it. Sara wrapped her arms around her parents' shoulders and kissed them each on the cheek. Then they left. Sarah's husband put the gifts away. Then he sat on the bed next to Sara as she opened her nightgown and drew their child near. Sam was wrapped in love and a light scent of sandalwood, as the warmth of his mother's milk swirled in his mouth and filled his tiny stomach. He fell into a happy sleep. And Sara knew, as she always had, that the best gifts can never be bought. What a beautiful story about connection. And I hope you noticed the theme of thoughtfulness in this book. That the gifts that they received, they were thankful for. And together as a family, it was shared that they were thankful for having one another. And the gifts that got passed down from generation to generation. So a really beautiful book about the gifts. The best gifts are those ones that don't cost anything. It is the love between family, the love between mother and child, or child to father, or child to their guardian, grandparents. So let's treasure those that are around us and hold dear the ones we love. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.